Piss. All right, let's go.
Piss. Poopy butthole.
No, I don't like him. He's a bitch nigga. Fuck him.
Damn.
Hey, everybody. Hey, whoa. Welcome to the Snark Tank. Welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast. It's us. It's Chris. It's Derek. It's Sweeney. Twomad is dead.
Fucking
dead. Twomad's gone. He's dead as doornails, man.
You know what's crazy?
That's out the way.
You know what's crazy? He died on a Zoom call. He was on a Zoom.
On a Zoom call?
He started raiding another. He was like, "Oh, you remember what I was popular for? Remember when it was funny? He did it again, and then he died."
Oh, right.
No, it's not.
That's crazy.
That's not how.
No, he died playing Overwatch, which is sad.
Which is actually. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Just like, it shouldn't be funny, but just the thought of somebody just Overwatch this in some lobby, and then they're just like, I'm sure it's happened before, though. I'll be honest. I'm sure it's happened before.
I think about that sometimes now, where like if I see somebody going AFK, I'm like,
you get more worried than normal. You're like,
yeah, I'm like, I wonder what's going on.
Is he done?
I wonder what's going on here. That was the first. Our first thought this morning, because we were supposed to record an hour ago, but Kingston was asleep. And my first thought when Kingston just didn't respond, I was like, he's too mad.
He too mad it out.
He got too mad, too bad.
Yeah, corpsed up. We called Lily, and Lily was like, I don't know where he's at. I'm at Our Lady Guadalupe praying to my Mary or whoever I pray to.
Our Lady Guadalupe is fucking
I hate the
crazy.
fact that male Mexicans have the middle name Lupe too. That shit bothers me, man.
What's wrong with that, fool?
Why?
Lupe is such a fucking girl's name, but it's like,
it?
Jose Lupe, Jose Maria Lupe, and I'm like, what the fuck? Your name is Lupe.
I feel like it's
Jose
barely even gendered, really. Like that name feels so out of.
Lupe is very Mexican. It's very, very Mexican. I know because I don't have a single relative named Lupe at all.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I need to
not
go
a
resuscitate Kingston. No. I need the shockers to resuscitate his heart again.
Kingston, do you think Lily would resuscitate you?
If I was dying, 100%, yeah.
Do you think she should?
Damn.
That's a good question.
So look, so Twomad. So Twomad.
I don't want to come back. Like when I'm gone, I want to go. You know.
I have that feeling too. I have that feeling too. You know, like in God of War Ragnarok, like Thor fucks you up. And then you're just like,
and
he breathes, oh, no, you don't. And I was like, come on, nigga, I was resting. I finally had my eternal rest.
That's it, bro. It was over. You would have won. You would have won. That's it.
Yeah. No, man. It's
Twomad's got that eternal rest going on, man.
Yeah, he's gone. I saw dude, it was such a whiplash of news because at first I just saw Twomad's dead and I was like, yo, what? And then Jameski comes out with this fucking crazy thing about how he's like a pedophile and how he was a rapist.
Like just the worst things ever.
Who, Twomad?
Crazy.
Yeah. Now, I never heard the pedophile allegations, but about 8 months ago or so, there was
that
a
bullshit
huge
happened with him.
Yeah, there was that bullshit. He was going insane online, and he, for whatever reason, recorded himself apologizing for sexually assaulting a woman. And he was saying, like, yeah, I'm sorry that I overstepped the boundaries of what made you comfortable, this, and that. He 100% apologizing for essentially raping a girl. And it gets leaked. So I don't know if he sent the video to her and then she leaked it. I don't understand what happened, but that's Twomad logic, right?
That's his first problem. He apologized. Even if you do it, you don't apologize.
Right.
So now they can't assume you do. Because once you apologize, then you did it. You know,
Kingston approved. Yeah, 100%.
I ain't apologize for shit. Even if I get caught my hands in a cookie jar, I apologize for shit because I ain't do it.
That's a good. Actually, I learned a lot from that song "It Wasn't Me" by Shaggy because that's essentially what you're supposed to do. It doesn't matter
You're not
how
so-
guilty you
once
are. You're just like, I didn't do it.
Even if you're
fucking
even
do
like
it.
think of it like this, right? Once you apologize, once you're accused, you're guilty on the internet, no matter what. Even if you prove you're innocent, you're guilty. But if you apologize, you're proven without a reason of a doubt you did something wrong.
Yeah, you know.
So you never apologize. You never, ever, ever apologize. You
Well,
also
he-
don't
well,
do
he
this.
definitely-
You also don't do the stuff that you also don't do stuff that you put in a
Too late.
situation in the first place.
Too late.
That's number one.
Too late.
But you
Yeah,
definitely don't apologize.
it came second in your mind in your list of priorities, but it's number one. To just
I
don't
listed it as
rate.
number one. I listed it as number one. No, I did list it there. It's just that
Listen. Toomad was obviously a fucking schizophrenic. I don't know if that's like natural for. I don't know if that was how he was always, or if he just took so many drugs that he just fried his brain.
It just got
into
there.
that state. But there, you know what's crazy too? Like I saw this. I don't know. There was all this drama with like Justaminx too, where Justaminx was like, "Ooh, it seems a little weird that you would do this." The day he passed away, and then
When James Key came out
James
and said that stuff.
Yeah, and then James Key was like, I can now confirm that you interfered with the investigation or whatever, and like you told him to kill himself and all this stuff. I don't know what's going on, quite frankly. All I know is that Toomad, I do know for certain that Toomad was crazy. Because
Yeah.
I have like some DMs from him that like
Everybody.
I just don't really understand what they meant.
That
My
has been the
interactions with him are
consensus.
insane. That's all I
That
gotta
has been
say.
the-
My interactions-
That has been the consensus of just seeing everybody who had conversations with him. The one common denominator is that he's actually insane. You know, because you would think like,
Yeah.
maybe this was a bit, and then you have a conversation with him in DMs, and he's doing the same fucking thing, and you're like, oh, okay. Like it started off. When one of the first times he came to LA, or I guess specifically he was coming to VidCon and stuff, and then people were in LA. And I think a bunch of people were at Sky Williams' house before all that weird shit got exposed. Like the Smash stuff. And he was like, I'm fucking bored. Like, what do we do? And then it was like, I don't know, Barcade or something. And then it just turned into fucking just monkey shit. I don't know. I was like, I have no idea what he's doing. It's what I would imagine, like, say, when you see, like, chimpanzees fighting each other. It was like that. That's essentially what was tweeted at me. I was like, I don't know what this is.
Yo, imagine you're just chilling. You're just chilling at a party, and then all of a sudden there's legit monkey business going on. Like, unironically real monkey business happening. And you're like, yo, what the fuck? What's happening? Some guy got thrown. They're really monkeying around. This is some
genuine
fucking...
It's some primate financials, man. Some wild shit is going down. To be fair, like the DMs he sent me weren't super
too
crazy.
bad?
They just feel but like they just don't. I never responded, so like I just don't have. So on May 8th, 2020, he says, "Boss." You can't see it because it's reversed on the screen, but he says, "Boss." No reply. May 20th, 2020, he sends me a video of Master Chief's voice actor saying weird shit. September 6th, 2020, he writes, why is it that I perceived you as a political YouTuber? Now you're Mr. Halo. And that's it.
So I
No
guess he
response. I've never spoke. I have no response.
Why didn't you respond to him?
Because he freaked me. I don't know.
I
He
was
just weirded me out.
scared.
He freaked you. What the fuck?
So Toomad, I always had some inkling of like, I have a generally decent idea of like, if I'm going to talk to somebody, if I'm going to engage with somebody, I have to feel pretty okay that they're not crazy. And I was not confident. I was simply not confident that Toomad wasn't crazy enough for me to engage with him at all. So like, I just kind of, okay. You know, I think publicly I probably tweeted at him a couple times, but privately, no. I don't need a correspondence with Toomad. But there's those pictures of him with all those guns, and there's like a lawsuit, I guess. He threatened.
Yeah,
he threatened
that's
to
been
kill.
the weird thing.
There was this whole thing of, yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that you bringing up the lawsuit because James Key was saying there's no lawsuit, and then Justin Meeks was saying there's a lawsuit. Justin Meeks showed something that definitely looked like some shit was being compiled to the police. It was kind of like an Exhibit A, an Exhibit B kind of a thing with guns and shit. And I'm like, I'm at this point, I have no idea what Jameski's doing. It also, look, I agree to a certain extent of like all of this horrible shit that he's done. And if there isn't a lawsuit from his point of view, why in God's name would you keep this a secret? Not because this isn't like, say, because the whole idea, he's already trying to kill him. So there is no, oh, if I say something, he's going to try to kill me. He's already trying to kill you. Put it out there so no other people aren't in danger.
Madness.
This was the thing that kind of freaked me out a little bit. Because what if twomad, I'm just putting this out there, there's a possibility if I didn't see that story that happened a few months back last year, if twomad was like, hey, come get a pint, I would have considered it because I didn't know any of the other shit. You know what I'm saying? And there's other people that I'm seeing that were saying rest in peace about twomad dying. They have no idea about any of this stuff. So they just thought like, oh, what a shame. Rest in peace. He was such a big influence. And I'm like, yo, y'all don't know this dark shit. And so it's a little weird that this guy just like, oh, good, he's dead. Now I can say all this fucked up stuff about him.
Well, slander.
So in defense of that, I do agree with you. However, there is a deal where it's like there's a reason why people don't come out with these things, and the reason is because you can be sued. Like, you can't slander people publicly. Like, you cannot be like, oh, hey, by the way, this guy's a rapist and a pedophile. That is slander. They can sue you for defamation, and then you need evidence of that, which is like kind of like the most difficult.
Apparently, he has a lot of evidence though.
In those, right? But it still doesn't.
I think at this point,
that's not necessarily. I'll put it this way: if I knew that somebody was a pedophile, and I knew that I had no way to prove it, right, and then they died. Absolutely. Like 5 minutes later, I'd be like, "This dude's a fucking pedophile." I'm so glad I could say this without fucking worrying about a lawsuit of any kind. There's no proof needed. I know this. Fuck this guy. So I agree
if there was no proof,
because there's also the idea of like, look, I'll say this now, and then I know I'm right, and so everybody defending him now at some point is going to look like a fucking idiot, and I'll laugh with that all the way to the bank. However, the main issue that I'm finding with this is that I think that Exhibit A thing that you were talking about of like there's like black and white pictures on a piece of paper with like twomad brandishing weapons. Mm-hmm. Some of you might remember this guy, Jamie. Do you guys remember Jamie Pine?
Yes, I do.
Jamie Pine. I shot a couple of videos with him actually, like back in 2017. He helped me shoot He actually shot the video of me walking in the fountain in the middle of the.
Yeah, no, that.
Oh my god, the Americana in Glendale, for the Francesca Ramsey MTV Eroded video. He shot that for me. He was like the guy in the beginning who was taking my call. He shot. Like one of those screenshots is him brandishing an assault rifle, but that's from a Jamie Pine video of him trying to kill a spider with an airsoft gun. So it's not a real weapon.
Bad information, possibly.
And it's not. Yeah, and it's look. It doesn't take away from the fact that he's
maybe even
people. I believe. Well, maybe I don't know. Like that screenshot is absolutely in the video. That screenshot is absolutely from the video. But the idea that like it was him brandishing a weapon as a threat, that I don't know if that's exact. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, but that is not evidence of that. You know what I mean?
Right. And so I was saying, what do you think that was? Do you think that was like accidentally, like they thought that was credible, or do you think this is just photoshopped, like someone just compiled a fake thing to make it look real? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't. There's too much info. How I feel about it is this: I feel like twomad was absolutely crazy.
Yep, without a doubt.
It's probably. I wouldn't be surprised if he threatened people or was like a danger to other people. I don't see why you would apologize for sexually assaulting somebody if you didn't sexually assault them. That's strange. So there's probably something to that. I think that's probably legitimate. However, I do think it's very sad that this dude just lost his mind and died at like 23. So like I contain multitudes on this story because on one hand, yeah, fucking okay, a psycho's gone. Good, probably, but I don't know.
Yeah.
The information out there is kind of weird and all over the place, and I would
really
rather
sad he's a kid, dude. At the end of the day, he's still a young guy.
Still young.
Guy, and he's
relatively
you
young.
a lot, though.
just
Relatively
crazy,
young,
man.
but 23 years old is not a kid. I would not call a 23-year-old a kid, though.
That's a young dude, man. 23 years. At 23 years old, I was fucking still. Who I am now, I was not that person yet. You know,
I was
Right,
not
but-
very much different, to be honest.
I was
wasn't
not
very
that
much
person
different.
I am yet. Personally, I was not.
I think I was just
I was changing
shittier
into
with,
that person.
I think I was
but
shittier
wasn't
with
there yet.
money. I'm still shitty with money, but I was shittier. I think that's like the big difference. I don't know, man.
I don't feel like
Can
the
I be
same person
honest?
I was at 23, but at the
I
same time,
don't agree with
not
anything he
drastic.
did, but I feel bad.
How different? Look at, and I'm not even trying to throw shade at people that. I'll just say this: I'm always suspicious when people drastically change. As in, like there's like a drastic change where I feel like most people build their foundation of who they are in their teens, like who they're most likely gonna become, what they're adjacent to, their interests and hobbies and likes and stuff like that. And when somebody's like, I don't even recognize them anymore, I'm like, what's going on with this person? I feel a little bit like hesitant to feel that they're genuine because all of my friends, this is anecdotal, of course, and I'm probably even to your friends, you probably anecdotally, think of your friends and over the years, like, have they fucking drastically changed? I mean, as far as who they are as a person. Like, because if they did, you probably wouldn't be friends with them anymore.
I think it's me. The most changed out of our friends is definitely me.
Like, what did you like? So, is your humor different? What's different about you? What would you say?
Not my humor. It's just the what you call it. Just what I like. How I act is very different. I just gotten like, and it's not to say like my sense of humor. It's just the way that like I'm very much so one of the grounded friends in my friend group now, where like something happens and I'm the one that's able to be spoken to about it now. As before, I was the one that always needed help with something because something was always going fucking wrong with me. So I'm not the one where things don't very go wrong with me anymore. Like things are very stable
I don't
in my
think
life.
that's like a change in your personality. I wouldn't say that is just like, I think that is a difference between just kind of what they call quote unquote growing up, right? I think that's kind of
right.
Before I was the one putting out the fires or starting the fires, putting them out. Now I'm kind of like, I don't know, man. You can talk to me about this and I'll help you figure it out.
Right. So I mean, I would say you can still.
That's where I've changed a lot.
Yeah, I think that's totally fine. That's not even an example of, I guess, what I'm talking about. It's really when, people have like a metamorphosis in, like, I'm not even going to try to throw shade. There's just some people on YouTube that have come out and
it's like, it depends on what you experience,
Yeah, it totally. A lot of times it's trauma induced when people have these drastic fucking changes. And there's some people that we know personally that are like, oh, they were a very different person, say 5-6 years ago, and the type of stuff that they do, and now I'm just not trying to name any names right now because I want to stick to the twomad thing. About, I wonder, because you hear about him possibly overdosing. They were still looking into it, but most likely that's what happened. I wonder what drugs it was, because not Jameski or anybody, I didn't hear anybody say like what he was into. They were just saying drugs, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Drugs is such umbrella term for everything. So I'm like, what was he doing something that possibly fed into his, possible psychosis or whatever the hell he had? Because he definitely had the shit that he would do, even for entertainment. I mean, you gotta be a little off to want to go into a Zoom calls, raid them, be shirtless, and pretend to be Chinese and shit. I mean, I'll be honest, that was a little funny to me because I'm immature as fuck. But I would never ever do something like that. I couldn't even.
Dude, I remember that video of him kicking that window, the windshield. You remember that? There was like a video of him like kicking a windshield from the inside, like while the car was moving. And I'm like, this guy's crazy. This guy's nuts.
Yeah, and then
like, that is an insane thing to do.
DMs have been leaked of other women that corroborate how crazy and the nasty shit that he's been saying. Kiwi was one of them.
Oh, really?
So she leaked her DMs. She's like, I'm gonna contribute to Jameski. She quote tweeted Jameski.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, so Kiwi the Small, if anybody wants to see that. And so she was showing the DMs, and he was saying some really inappropriate stuff. How he's basically obsessed with all these girls and wants to do really fucked up stuff. And he was saying basically stuff like he wants to oxymoron, like consensually rape you. Like, what is it?
Oh,
like shit like that. Like, what he was saying crazy shit like that. And yeah, it's confirmed. I would say that he's definitely. I would say he was a pervert. So people are finding out a lot of stuff that most people just didn't know about. I mean, we talked about Vosh in the last episode, and there was a lot of people. I looked at Vosh. He had a response saying, "Fine, I'm gonna make a dedicated response to all this controversy." And I looked at the replies, and there was a lot of people in the replies saying, "What the fuck happened this time?" And so they just don't even pay attention to all the shit that's going on. And so the Vosh thing was way bigger. Was a way bigger thing. It happened. He's still alive. All this shit was happening. The two-man thing, I think most people missed that shit. Most people didn't see him saying like, once that video got exposed of him apologizing for sexually assaulting that girl, he took it back and said, I just apologized because I just wanted to get in her good graces. I didn't actually do it. And then he started saying all this crazy shit like, I should have took a video of how she acted after we were done. And I was like, so you're just saying like, oh, bro, yeah, she liked it. So I couldn't have raped her. She liked it. That's essentially what he was saying. And I remember quote tweeting that. I was like, bro, stop. I was just like, stop, dude. Like, I can't take this anymore. Actually, I literally unfollowed him. I had to. I was just like, I can't follow somebody I know that's a fucking predator. And how do you reconcile that? Like, just, and then
madness,
shit.
Dude.
Now he's gone. I feel bad because there was a lot of people. He did inspire a lot of people. I saw that. I saw people coming out and saying shit. Are you looking at Are you looking at the DMs?
Yeah, I'm
Chris,
reading them. It's
you read
wild.
them? Yeah, just
Crazy.
him just
This is insane,
schizo
dude.
posting. And then there's another
it's
girl.
literally just schizophrenic.
If you go to Jameski's Twitter, he retweets like pretty much everybody that was kind of. You want to read this one?
Oh, I don't think I can. I don't think I can read this without being put on a fucking list. There's something specifically he says in the third screenshot of Kiwi's DMs that like.
Come on, give it to us, man. This is the Big Boy Podcast.
He's twomad says
yes. In twomad.
Can you moan like a little girl for me on mic? Which is
like
not great.
Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah. Jamesky did say one thing that really stuck out to me where he said he was in a mental hospital. Twomad was in a mental hospital and he tried to what was it? Was it assault, or he was trying to do something with a 13-year-old girl that was at the hospital, I guess. And I'm just like, that's next level shit. You're already in the place where you're essentially you need help, and he's like, nah, I'm gonna terrorize this place, like the place that I guess should be a safe space. And it's like, fuck, man. Now, to be fair, it's not. He hasn't released any evidence about that, but I'm more inclined to believe kind of some of the stuff that he's saying. Because a lot of people, even that Justin Minks was saying stuff about having a gun held to her head and stuff like that by, and it's just wild shit, man.
Honestly, dude, it comes to a situation like this, right? You have people, it's just Occam's razor at this point to suggest that, yeah, he's probably a crazy person, and as morbid as it is to say, it's.
Jeez, man.
I mean, look, man, it's probably for the betterment of everybody that nobody's got to deal with this anymore.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry, but like it's Occam's razor, dude. Like it's not like one offense. You know what I mean? It's not like Michael Richards at the Laugh Factory, but like every other account of Michael Richards is like, oh, what a sweet guy, and everybody loves him after and before that. It's like a dude. I mean. Dude sexually harassed like a lot of our friends, Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
I understand that. I understand that, right? But it's still a shame that he got situation. He got as bad as he did. And
yeah, of course.
I wrestle with I use the word shame. I did before I saw Jameski's post. Because I did think, because I remember the case that happened last year. And so I was like, dude had a lot of issues. And because even there was the video of him apologizing and stuff like that. This is where I didn't believe him, because it's not like he was being interviewed by a cop and he was coerced to give a fake confession, like a false confession. So I'm more inclined to believe the girl, right? Even though it is entirely possible to him to fake lie, apologize to get back in the good graces. It is possible. Like, just being objectively fucking, like, it is possible, but I don't believe him. So anyways, I was still leaving it open-ended enough to be like, this guy clearly has issues. He had issues. But I didn't see all that other shit that James said. And I said, like, that's a fucking understatement. Like, if that shit's true, that's a fucking understatement just to say he has issues. And now, do I feel like it's a shame? Like, when I really, truly believe it, like, if with all the stuff that he's done and the DMs that have been unearthed and all the shit that people were saying, it's like, is it a shame? Is it, though? Like, was he going to be able to get help? I know people were trying.
It's a shame. I think it's a shame that kid who got popular in 2019 for doing dumb shit ended up the way he did.
I agree. Okay, talented,
that
wasted,
is
absolutely.
what I think the shame is.
I agree with that. I agree. I agree.
think the path he went down is a shame. Obviously, he fucking
100%. 100%.
Kiwi's a good friend of ours. She's a great girl, and the fact that he's not DMing her, I really hate the fact that it happened. You know, it's one of my homies. But like, you know, it's terrible. But like, the dude, he needed something other than what he got, and he ended up losing his life. And it's unfortunate that happened.
Yeah, man.
I think the saddest thing about it is that he was on Overwatch. Really,
he was on Overwatch too.
That's so fucking embarrassing. If I died on Overwatch, I would never forgive myself.
I'd be
You're
so
dead.
upset.
I think
you don't got time to, bro.
There's only two things I don't want to die. Like, I don't want to die taking a shit. I just really don't, because I just don't want anybody to find me like that. And then are they going to wipe my ass? What are they going to do? Like, I just don't want. I don't want that to happen. And
you
then
know what's worse?
What?
You die taking the shit, somebody starts fucking your dead body, bro. And you're just watching it happen, and you're like, "Come on,
you're
man!
Drifting. You're
Clean
drifting
me
up,
up.
Drifting away.
You're drifting up, and they immediately got you. They immediately started. You just got out of your body, and they already started assaulting
dogging you, bro.
Yo, so let me say this. This is completely. This is not to do anything that we've been talking
wiping
about.
the floor with you, bro.
This is a complete aside, but I have a remote for my sound system in the living room.
Yeah.
And I lost it. And I have looked fucking everywhere for this remote. I don't have a huge apartment. My apartment's fairly reasonably sized. I cannot find this fucking thing. I've looked everywhere that it could possibly be. To the point where, like, I think if I died and went to, like, I don't know, like a limbo or like some kind of plane of existence where I met with an angel and they said, you can have the answer to any one question in the universe. I really sincerely think that question at this point, a week and a half out from losing this fucking remote, would be, where the fuck is this remote?
Where's the remote
It
at?
is truly vexing me that I cannot fathom where the fuck this thing is.
That is insane.
It is the only point of curiosity in my life. I don't care about, like, you know, did I ever meet my soulmate, or like, oh well, like, what is, you know, who really did 9/11, who killed Kennedy, any of these mysteries, where's Jimmy Hoffa? Like, I just want to know where the fuck this remote went.
Facts. I actually, dude, I can 100% back you up on that, because I used to live in my friend's apartment in 2017, and I thrift store. I bought this panda shirt that had this little, coming out of its mouth, there was a little tie-dye thing. I don't know what the fuck it is. I love the shirt. It's gone. And I thought, oh, once dude moves out of his apartment, because he's going to move out at some point, he'll find it. He never found it. I am so... And then I can't find that shirt. I don't know, because I would buy it. I would buy it if I knew what it was. And when I type in panda tie-dye, it doesn't help. It's I'm so fucking upset about that. So I get it, where it's like, how did a shirt disappear? Let alone a fucking remote control.
The thing to me about, like, clothes.
I'm sorry, this is too fucking funny.
At the very least, At the very least, clothes leave the house. You know what I mean? Like I understand. Like I lose socks all the time. Like I lose my socks. Like
I know where the
they
socks
will.
are.
Like I don't know. I don't know exactly how. I assume they get mixed in with the wash, or like there's maybe. My assumption is in the washing machines when I go out to take them, like I miss one under the lip or something, and I don't check hard enough, and I don't care enough because it's a sock. Whatever, I lose it. Clothes, like I don't know, you change clothes outside at like other people's places sometimes, or like if you I'm gonna go swimming, I'm gonna go change. Like there's ways that I could lose a shirt. The remote doesn't leave. The remote stays within the confines of these four walls because it makes no sense for them to leave. So it must be here. Mm-hmm. It is driving me fucking insane because at this point, like I haven't checked. I opened up the fucking vents because it was the only place left.
Oh my god, you're going through it.
When was the last time? When was the last time you saw it?
Like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, probably.
Okay. Has anybody come over around that time?
Has anybody come over and
do you think they stole my remote?
Yes. I think there are some kleptos that steal shit like that to drive you nuts. I think that's what happened to in that apartment. I lost that panda thing and Final Fantasy 15. Now I don't know anybody that had an Xbox One. So there was no reason. So I was like, somebody would have stolen it just to steal it. Because Austin didn't have an Xbox One. The homies that would come over didn't have Xboxes. I was the only one that had it. Everybody else had PS4s and shit. And it was just gone. And then the panda shirt's gone. So I'm going to feel like some nigga fucking walked out of the apartment wearing the panda shirt and with the fucking Final Fantasy 15 in their hand. Because I don't understand. That shit like that just doesn't fucking walk off.
It makes me so mad. You've never lost anything like this?
That's so fucked.
You don't have any examples
you ever
of
lost
this
anything like this? You've never had like a thing where you're just like, I can't possibly fathom where this is.
I haven't lost things really badly in a while, man. In a while.
Dude, I have one that's even worse. I just remember this. This one, I think this proved to me that things can just pop out of existence. Because I was helping my mom move. No, it's not even that. I was actually, what I did, I stayed the night at her house and I used her guest, sheets or whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. And as I was folding them up, my glasses fell onto the sheets. Like as I was folding them up and I'm like, oh shit.
You're about to say some shit that's going to break the universe, bro.
I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then let me just grab them. You know, they fell on the sheets. Easy. Let me just there.
Pick them up.
They weren't there. And I'm like, wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Like I saw them fall. And then I tore the whole room apart to like look there. I couldn't fucking believe this. And I told my mom, like, please look for my glasses. She moved, months later when Elise was up and I'm like, hey, did you? She's like, no, I don't fucking know where they are. And I'm like, that literally, I can't believe I forgot about this. To this day, it is impossible. And it's not a ball. It doesn't bounce in dude, they just fell on the fucking ground where the sheets were.
Mom real close, was like, look for the fucking glasses. Look for the glasses, Mom.
His fucking
look for
shaker.
the damn glasses. You shake her a little bit.
Believe those. And I had those glasses engraved, like in the inside.
Oh, they're actually one of the good pairs.
Yeah, I spent a good amount on those glasses.
That's why they disappeared.
I don't wish anymore.
They were valuable beyond the normal type of item that it is. And so because it was more valuable, it was stolen by some fucking universal klepto. I don't know, man. You know what really bothers me? I Googled the model number of my sound system to try and get a replacement remote. I cannot fucking find the same.
Crazy.
Like there's remotes that are kind of like it. There's
hilarious.
Remotes that are kind of like it. There and maybe they'll work, maybe, but like I'm not confident. So I don't even know I don't know what the fuck to do. It's so infuriating.
Personal attack, bro.
I don't know. It does feel
I
like
love
personal
it.
attack.
I love knowing you guys are going through bad shit, man. I'm sorry.
you just love it.
It makes me feel a little better about myself because I haven't lost on, like, first of all, I don't have a chance to lose shit in my house anymore because Lily's a fucking neat freak beyond compare. So it's like I can't misplace my shit anymore because I have to clean my room every night spotless.
Wow.
And I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate this much order.
Why don't you
I'm
just
a being of chaos.
Yeah, why don't you just fucking like
she's too orderly.
See, JoJo's very meticulous about her cleaning, but she also understands when I'm going through some shit because she'll notice that my station starts getting like worse and worse because, you know, I'm usually pretty good, but then it'll get to the point where I won't even put away my clothes. Like she'll do laundry or something and then she'll fold them and I'm like, I need to put them away. And then a week later I notice I'm like, oh fuck, they're still on the top of my dresser. And it just gets like, it's the thing when I notice myself, I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing too much at once. I'm doing too many things. And then I just start like, there's probably like, they're all empty plastic bottles and glass bottles, but there's shit piling up, and I'm like, oh my god, no.
For me, what happens is when I would let my room get messy, it'd be one of my biggest calming. It would be cleaning my room after it gets messy. That'd be a huge thing for me. But now I can't. So now I'm just stressed all the time. So now I'm just stressed beyond compare. I thought it was a bottle of just a jug of it. Like, remember that video, that picture you posted? Where there were just like dozens of jugs of piss throughout that entire bedroom. Dude. People were like, Derek, you live like this?
Why do people tell on themselves like that? I don't understand. It was like when you saw those Asmongold fucking did you see the Asmongold pictures?
Dude, there was a roach on him.
Dude, and he not only was there a roach on him, he casually grabbed it. That was probably the most disturbing thing about it. Because he was like, oh, what's that? And then he saw the roach, and then he casually just grabs it.
Asmongold, I'm convinced Asmongold is like that fucking the roach guy from Men in Black or whatever. He's just made of them or something. Because like, or like he's Oogie Boogie or something. Because like it's you. I'm like, I get it. Like there are only two reasons why you have a constitution to hold a roach. That is, you're a survivor and you are tough, or you are a fucking disgusting wretch who lives among them. Those are the only two things, and I can tell you just from
tough. I love the way you describe, and you're tough, so you can deal with that.
Those are the only two avenues. And look, just at a cursory glance, I can tell you, Asmongold is not a survivor.
He might be, bro.
So,
is he from Canada or something?
No,
like that?
He is not. He's a survivor in the same way a roach is, in the sense that he has no standards for his own fucking living situation. Like,
so disgusting, dude.
He must just pick roaches off him all the time,
because that would never happen to me, and I would never be able to get used to that. There is no way I'm just grabbing a roach. I would, if I ever saw a roach crawl on me, it would ruin. Let me put it this way. I'm not afraid of spiders. I'm not afraid of spiders in a way, but there was the biggest spider I've seen in Nevada, because they don't get that big over here. They get big in Arizona, but for whatever reason they just, I don't know, they're not acclimated to like be here. And it was so big, I don't know how it got here, and it altered the way that I open. It was in the garage, and it alters the way that I open the garage door now. Now, every time I open the garage door, I look behind me at the door to make sure there's not that fucking spider on the other side of it, because I just don't want it to crawl in or anything. I'm just like, bro, I'm not letting you in the house. And it completely altered my behavior.
The trauma is crazy.
And so if I had a roach crawling on me, it would change everything, because now I'm tearing my entire room apart. The entire room's gone. Yeah. I'm throwing it all out. Everything's out. I'm renting a fucking scrubber thing from Home Depot. Dude, it changes the game. And this nigga's just like, fucking here you are, little guy. You scared me.
That was such a big one too. The thing about it too was like, it wasn't a small. It wasn't even like a small roach that like somehow managed to get in there through a crack or something.
Like the apartment roaches.
That is a cockroach, dude. That is a roach that roach is on the lease. man. It's fucking crazy how big that roach was.
That was a big ass roach, bro. I would have the degree of panic, because the thing is that I'm not afraid of bugs, right? I'm really not. They don't scare me, but big bugs make me they make me stop. You know, they make me stop, and I'm like.
That's evolution, though. Is the thing? It's like you are evolutionarily predisposed to be unsettled by them and to react. By the way, what?
I'm sorry, I didn't know there was other pictures.
Oh yeah, no, his apartment, his setup is disgusting.
No, oh my! I'm gonna put this in chat. Oh my! I did not know. Oh, this is from 3 months ago. I found a new angle of Asmon's room. I can't. There's no way. This is real. There's no. I'm sorry. I'm a little shocked.
Let me see.
I'm sorry. I'm a little shocked that there's
Show me.
This can't be real. I hope they're joking.
We gotta put this in the episode, by the way. Because
yeah.
No, this ain't real. No fucking way. This is crazy. No way.
That's an SCP room. Shut the fuck up. That's an SCP
such an
room.
Asshole.
There's no way. There's no way.
You're such a dick. God damn it. I was convinced.
Hey, that's someone's room though.
That's no one lives in that room. No one willingly lives in that room.
I mean, the couch is the one that's, I don't know, dude. To be fair, I've seen some pretty crazy shit. Who's that airsoft fatty?
Rooms.
He lives pretty disgusting.
I don't understand people who live. I don't understand people who live in filth that is really manageable. You know, it's all just like, hey, throw this away or scrub that.
Yeah.
It's really it's not difficult to live
it gets
to live
so
cleanly.
Bad eventually because they don't do it for so long that it gets horrible.
But think about what compels somebody to do that though.
We've never seen it get to the point where it gets horrible. That's the
because
thing.
we literally can't even entertain that happening. It's not even a thing.
Because for me, it's like I agree. Like, how does it get that bad? That's what my brain goes. Like, how does it get to this point? But I feel like at a certain point, it gets so bad they don't know what to. It's like you have a brain. You know, like in anime, they have like the brain break. It's like that, where it's like this is how it is.
So here's my thought. This is my thought. They either the people that like that they either grew up with parents. This is a kind of a major assumption, but usually houses that get that unkempt and that are that fucked up is druggy parents. They're usually like, and their houses, they're basically just living in like a fucked up trap house kind of a thing. And it just gets really bad. And that's just how they grew up. That happens a lot of the times. And then the other angle is the parents were fine, but the parents did everything for the kid. Once they leave, they just let that shit turn into an abomination. I don't know what's Asmongold, but one thing, why it's worse for him, dude has millions. He's a very rich guy where you can pay the best professionals. He could pay, because most people can't afford a maid or whatever, cleaners.
Yeah.
He could at any given moment, he could have somebody clean his house every fucking day and he would still be fine financially. So it's even more bizarre in his situation because he 100% chooses to live like this. And it's like
just insane to me. It makes my brain hurt.
It's pretty wild,
seeing
dude.
That. It's like, dude, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, what? Like,
I hate to say this, but this is white as fuck.
What?
White as fuck to have to just live to willingly live in filth, despite like every possible availability of the resolution of that problem. Like it's wild.
You sound awfully indigenous, bro.
I'm sorry. Like it's crazy. Like I understand that I come from a Hispanic family. Like we're like obsessed with this shit. We're obsessed with cleaning, and like I just grew up like cleaning all the fucking time. Every weekend we cleaned. Every Wednesday there was like some light cleaning going on. I slipped and fell in my living room so many times because the floor was always mopped. Always mopped. I think my back is fucked because of it, honestly. I wouldn't even be surprised if it's the reason why I couldn't get to at least 5'6". because I fell so many times.
Back as a kid.
Because I fell so many times on the clean floor.
It's definitely not.
So
genetics,
like I just. And I don't know, man. Like I notice. I understand it's these are small sample sizes. It's not everybody, but there are. I notice that when I'm.
Chris is sounding awfully indigenous, bro.
I understand this sounds bad, and I'm not trying to be rude or prejudiced or anything, but I just notice when I go to people's houses, even when I was a kid, and they happen to be white and nothing else, that it was. It was just so messy and so disorganized and so confusing.
You're not wrong.
I don't
white
know what
and
it
nothing
is.
else.
You're not wrong, dude.
It.
I can think of two. I can think of my ex-girlfriend. This girl I dated in 2012. Her best friend. We'd go to her apartment, and it was an absolute fucking shithole as far as it like. And outside it looked fine, right? You walk in, and it was I don't think it was ever cleaned once. I don't think since they moved in, I don't think it was ever cleaned. Cuz it was just filth everywhere, like like fucking
I also think of like fucking Jeremy, the fucking quarter pissing in a hole in his basement.
Yeah,
and it reinforces everything.
I peed in my basement.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Basement.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what's going on with it, but I do want to investigate something later because I was really curious about when I typed in Asmongold, it said girlfriend. Said he broke up with his girlfriend. Of course, he was dating some big booby fucking chick that he obviously wouldn't be with if he wasn't a successful streamer. But I want to know if they have said anything about him because I'm very curious about like, hey, how is it going to his house? Like, I really want to know about that.
He probably probably has like 2 houses or some shit. He probably has the house that's orderly for the bitches.
He has the fake house and then that fucking shithole that he's comfortable. He can't sleep without being surrounded by cockroaches and empty Taco Bell.
Fucking rich.
What?
I'd have my playhouse, like the house I'd like enjoy being at, and then I'd have where I live with Lily. I'm like, oh, this is the house I love. I like being here, and then this is the house that I have to come back to.
That is fucking insane. That is rich people shit. That is rich people shit where it's like, hey, let's just have a bunch of fucking houses because
the idea of having more than one house is wild to me in general. It's like, why do you need a beach house? The fuck do you need a beach house for?
Because they're fucking assholes. That's why. There's no other real. I stayed in a beach house a couple of times because my friend's family. They own one at Newport, right 2 houses away from the sand. And it's the most privileged, whitest shit ever. It was fucking phenomenal. Like, it's the most phenomenal.
I think they're hyper mid experiences, beach houses.
Man, I disagree. That fucking air, like, beach air is so much fucking better, too.
The air is just crisp. I agree with you with that. Calming. It's really good air.
The fucking, the communities over there too are so laid back because they're so wealthy, dude. A lot of them don't even wear fucking shoes in the stores. They go grocery shopping and these motherfuckers just fucking barefoot, and I'm like, this is crazy. This is like beach communities are fucking nuts, dude.
I do gotta say, like, I do like. It's weird. I feel like the only one in our group that really does genuinely like. I like the beach a lot.
I don't
like. I find it like really fucking calming.
It's great.
Like, and just like the ocean.
I think it's what's killing me by being in Vegas for 2 years.
I don't even really swim.
Vegas
doesn't have.
I don't give a fuck about swimming in the water, dude. It's gross. I just like being at the beach. Like, maybe I'll get my feet wet the most, but like being at the beach, the calming waves, the fucking air, just the environment, the people. Like, people are chill. Some motherfucker was.
It is the air.
That's the air. Air's
no, I'm just saying that air, man, is just so fucking like beach air. Beach air feels so good that it feels almost criminal to be indulging in it.
Yeah, it's nice, man.
Anyway.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck all that shit. And Asmongold, clean your fucking room.
Fuck paradise.
He needs to watch some.
Yeah.
You know what? I bet this motherfucker watches Jordan Peterson too, which is embarrassing. Like, the only thing that Jordan Peterson even offers, and he's just like, yeah, this guy has good ideas, while there's roaches crawling all over him. He's like, this guy has some really good ideas.
Yeah, guys really should clean their rooms. And he's like, he's caked in maybe that's what it is. He's caked in a layer of filth that makes him unafraid to touch the roach because he understands he has adequate shielding. There's like a
You
thin
can't-
film
you can't
of
get rats from
grime
me.
on
You
it.
Do you
can't
think
get
his
rats from it.
goatee? You think his goatee is actually just roaches? he doesn't have any facial.
Yo, that'd
No,
be fucking nuts. He's like a
I shave
woolly
every
willy.
day. Yeah, I shave every day, guys.
Crazy.
That's
the hell
so
did you
fucked
send
up.
us?
Look what I just
Every
posted
day.
in the chat.
This is roach.
This shit is really sad. I saw
What?
this on Twitter today, and I got really fucking sad.
Don't make this into a look what I saw, because then he's gonna have to put a bunch of shit.
No,
in.
you can put. You
the
just
episode.
open it with this. It's insane.
Open with
It's just a photo of it's just a video of a pig being like taken care of and then eaten at the end.
Then murdered. She pampered the poor thing.
I mean, that's good, right? Wouldn't you like to be pampered before you were fucking grizzly consumed?
I don't know how you could pamper something and love it and then eat it. That's my thing. I don't know how you can do that.
that's
I
pretty.
mean, it's an animal.
That's pretty disgusting. If
I think the thing is that we're Americans. We have a very different respect. Like we have a very different relationship with animals than a lot of people in the rest of the world. I think that's
Do
the
we?
thing. Because for me, an animal, my pet is my family member.
well,
Right.
I mean, farmers do this. They don't. I would say most people don't do that bougie shit to animals anyway, because most animals don't fucking enjoy that. They're not. One thing that annoys me the most about people, I would say particularly in the U.S., is how they try to treat animals like humans, where they try to do things to them to where even like the way that they try to hold animals a lot of times, where they're not babies. Like human babies that want to be, you can cradle them on their back and shit. And that's not typically how fucking animals want to even comfortably be. Like, say, look at them sleep. They don't, 99% of the time, they're not sleeping on their back. You know, sometimes they pass out that way. But motherfuckers will try to hold them and shit like a baby and cradle them and shit. And I'm like, dude, they're not fucking human babies. Stop. And then they put little booties on them and try to dye their fucking hair and shit. And I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
Dyeing the hair is too far from me.
I'm sorry,
I feel
you're a
like that's
fucking
abuse.
idiot. The animals don't have the fucking consciousness to be like, oh, I'm getting a glow up. That's not fucking what they're thinking. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? The fuck are you doing to me? It pisses me off so
Yeah,
much,
it's-
man.
Yeah.
Like, just like, I feel like most people, let's not, I don't want to get into that. So,
I
what
love
else
my
happened?
dog.
What else happened?
I love
Speaking
my
of-
dog.
speaking of-
I
speaking of
pampered her.
pissing-
I would give her a little rubby thing on her nose. I'd brush her hair out. I'd cut her nails.
You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to. You trimming nails is a good idea if they're. It depends on the type of breed they are, though. You know, there's
Just
you
let
know the
'em grow.
dogs that have like fucking talons for digging. You know, you maybe want to shave them down a little bit.
I gave my girl.
I
I
like-
gave my dog the fucking everything I
Yeah.
could. I love that fucking dog.
I like
Right.
to file my dog's teeth down all the way to the little nubs
I like.
and
I
watch
like
them struggle and watch them struggle to eat basic things.
What I do is I sharpen all my dog's teeth, so every time it bites anybody, it severely wounds them. It's serrated the fuck out of my dog's teeth.
I made my dog's teeth flat and serrated, so that even just
Christ.
grazing against them will hurt you.
I put venom in my dog.
We gotta
I
talk
give my
about
dog metal
real
teeth and put
quickly.
venom in them. So every time she bites somebody, it poisons them, and they die.
Jesus Christ!
Just some
quickly.
wild shit to do to your animals.
It's called
real
the
quickly.
Michael Vick special. Oh, what's up?
We gotta talk about X-Men '97.
Oh yeah,
X-Men.
Oh my dude, I cried
Hearing-
tears of happiness, man.
Did you?
That's embarrassing, but
I'm a little
How
scared.
embarrassing! That show was amazing,
Yeah, but I'm a little scared.
it's not tear worthy though. It's not tear worthy. You didn't cry over.
bro. That
X-Men.
was like the second
But-
best cartoon, of that time. It was like second best. In fact, I would
All
say
right.
its highs are. I would say the best episodes from X-Men '94 are better than Batman's. I'd go as far to say, but I would say Batman was overall better.
I still feel like, I mean, crying at Batman also is insane.
I love that. That's my.
But
I guess you don't get it
you cried
because
at,
you're
cried
you.
at Batman, but you cried
I
at Batman.
love
the
that
animated series?
shit. That was like my cartoon when I was younger, dude.
But you
I mean, I love
That was
cried?
my shit. It was a tear
You're not
factor. Not
listening
to
to me.
mention that the person,
I
the
don't think he
director of the
did.
show, is very vocal on Twitter, and I've got to ask him questions before, and it's so dope interacting with him. The producer of the
Yeah,
show,
I mean, that's-
he's a big fan of
that's
comics and
cool.
stuff. I love it. But I also love Marvel comics. I love the X-Men. But continue.
But
No, I
What-
don't think he did.
what made you cry about the
'Cause
X-Men?
I'm so happy it's coming back. I love that show. It was a great show.
So do you think? Look at man. This is what's confusing to me, because I'm excited to see them
They
like,
changed
oh
the art
hey,
style, which
nostalgia. But then also Wolverine sounds like ass. It looks a little weird. It's not too bad. It's not gonna. Now, here's the thing. Maybe they fix the pacing. Actually, maybe it'll actually be a little bit better because we talk about those pacing of Spider-Man, and
the pacing is fucking wild.
I personally think X-Men was paced even faster than Spider-Man, which is wild to say. But
I don't think it was. I think it's a little slow, slightly.
I think we need to watch them side by side, back to back, because I feel like every time I just got into the plot, I'm already like, wait, what are we doing now? Like,
there were definitely bathroom breaks that I would take, and I'd come back and I'd be confused as shit. I was like, what? Just what? Where's Jean?
Yeah.
They changed the art, so they changed the art style, and there's not the same voice actors. That's a hindrance.
Magneto sounds like an idiot,
though, isn't it?
I don't know who's the same. I think maybe they reprised some people, but Wolverine.
I think Wolverine is the same, actually.
If he's the same, then he just has like throat cancer or something. I don't know what's going on with him.
I mean,
he's gotten older.
It's been 30 years, dude.
Right? No, I don't.
It's been 30 years. It's crazy.
Which at that point, I usually feel better when you just get someone that sounded like how they used to sound. You know what I mean? At
right.
That point, I'm
yeah. So I don't know. Like it looks cool. Like hearing that theme song again did make me really happy. I was like, yes, this theme song is so fucking good. I'm glad they didn't try to modernize it or do any dumb bullshit. Like I'm like the Halo TV series in season 1 had a theme song that wasn't the Halo song, and it's just like, what the fuck?
What are you, stupid?
Are you doing?
What are you, fucking stupid?
But yeah, it's really dumb. Easiest layup in the world, and they couldn't do it. But so hearing that song again was great. I did fall to my knees in the middle of a Trader Joe's when I saw that they got rid of the ass. They got rid of the ass. That famous ass is not there anymore. And unironically, I was in the middle of Trader Joe's. I was getting my bread, and I fell to my knees like it was 9/11.
It hurts they got rid of it.
It really did. It really did hurt.
I'm
excited to see it.
She had the dumper, bro.
Dude, can I say unironically, I was going to get Rogue's ass where she's fallen down and Apocalypse is in the background. Yeah. I was going to get that framed. Yep. I was going to get that legitimately framed because that is just an icon. I just love the idea of, whenever I put the googly eyes on Apocalypse, he's just like, damn. Like, because I'm like, come on, man.
So caked up for no good reason.
I mean, you say no good reason, but it's like, the people that drew that shit were just like,
that was the 90s era, fun, bro. Man. That was the 90s era, dog. Everything was bigger and thicker. And
they got away with a lot of shit, bro. Jean Grey, I'd say 20 times out of the entire series was moaning, climax moaning, big old moaning. She would be passing out and then she would be busting, dude. It was crazy. That shit would be like, it would make my shit twitch.
Man. Huh? God bless.
Telepathy,
you know?
man.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
It's God bless. Like I was looking at it. No, what were you gonna say?
No, it's fine. It's because like I was gonna redheads. I used to like as a kid. First crush I ever had was on a redhead, but I was gonna say it was probably the reasons why it reinforced my redhead like shit. I wanted to like nut on their hair or whatever. But go ahead.
That's gross. But
damn, immediately.
That's gross. But for me, it was just like I loved Apocalypse's fucking talks. His fucking diminutive ass fucking like talk people who's like, do you know who you are and what I am? They are not similar at all. I've lived for millennia. You a bitch nigga. And I'll be like, yeah, Apocalypse is my favorite.
There are some shots. Look, I think some of the animation looks cool and some of it looks a little bit weird. It's definitely a different animation style. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's bad, but there's like the first shot of Magneto looks like Archer.
yeah.
And I don't mean.
Oh, when he shows his face.
Like, yeah, when he first turns around, like it looks like Archer, and I don't mean like he looks like the character Archer. I mean it looks like the show Archer, like that style. And it's like, whoa, this is fucking bizarre. And then it doesn't. And then some parts of it look a little bit like oh my god, that hand drawn Dragon Ball movie that came out many years ago, the Broly one. Like some of it has that style to it. Yeah, but like what I mean is like there's like I'm not look, I think it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be dope. There's a lot of people complaining about how it's woke now, and I look, I am going to be sad. Look,
how
first of all,
it's
X-Men
woke
is
now.
woke, just as a concept.
They're complaining how X-Men is woke now.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I know.
Yeah,
oh God.
I honestly missed this, and Chris
X-Men
informed me. He informed me, and I was like, I kind of forget. I forget how shitty the internet is. I sometimes forget because I saw the trailer and I was like, cool. And then Chris was like, hey, did you hear about them complaining about it being woke? And I was like,
it's gonna be. It's literally everything.
Wait. For our fans, anyone in our fan camp that believes that, right? You're fucking.
I don't think there's many.
Yeah, there's probably like
this
two.
can't be real. This can't be real. This can't. I think because the X-Men movies were so like.
No, dude. It's not about the X-Men movies. I think it's literally just people grifting. Like literally, like they don't believe this shit. They don't know enough about it. They're just commenting as if they know stuff.
I think because
they don't.
Yeah.
The X-Men as a concept are woke to begin with in the first place. Like that's like
they are
almost
the
their
woke
entire
characters.
premise.
That's the point of them.
Yes. But I don't know, man. Like, look, am I sad that they got rid of was it Jean Grey or Rogues?
It was Rogues. All of them probably low key.
Jean Grey didn't have her ass wasn't big enough.
Specifically Rogue in that position. Like, am I sad to see the side-by-side screenshots of that ass being gone? Of course. Like I said, fell to my knees, right? But I will say, like, I don't know, as I get older, and I think people need to get comfortable with this, and this is how I've chosen to process a lot of this change that's happening, is as things that were okay when I was a kid become not okay as I get older, I have this appreciation of the fact that, wow, I got away with it. Like in some way, like I feel like yeah, dude, I got away with like my cartoons had thick, big, juicy asses in them. And I would never trade that in the world for anything. And if you can't grow up with that, that sucks for you, but that's not my problem at all. Quite frankly,
it does suck.
Fuck you. Get fucked. I don't care about you at all. I got it.
Look,
I could care less if you get it
objectively,
too.
our cartoons are better. They were sexier. They were just a better experience for us. I will say there is, playing devil's advocate, there's a little bit of a thing where I feel bad that it's kind of like pulling the ladder up behind you, where it's like, all right, okay, we're not going to do this anymore. And even though obviously I get why, but at the same time I also feel bad. We're like, well, fuck, we want fucking awesome cartoons. We don't want flat Rogue. What the fuck? And I'm like, well,
yeah.
Sorry,
it's very
should have been young, should have been older.
Dumb. It is very dumb. The idea. I will say, like, I don't like the idea that women can't be sexy and strong. Like, I feel like that's a weird thing that's happened where like it's just not possible. It's like you can't have like that's a big controversy about that around that game on PlayStation coming out this year, Stellar Blade or whatever. How it's just like shamelessly like really sexy.
Like, because it's like the platinum. Is that a platinum? Who is it? Who does it?
No, but it's very platinum-esque. It's a Korean studio.
It looks like it. Totally looks like it.
Yeah, but it's a Korean studio that's never made a game before like that.
Oh.
And it's just, and they were interviewing the creators like, why'd you do that? And it's just like, we like hot people in fiction, and we just wanted to make an attractive character.
Thank you.
And it's like dope. I think that's totally fine. I think that's great.
It has been.
I think it should be allowed without. Yeah,
you know what annoys me?
I don't think that should be a problem. I guess I should say.
What annoys me so much about this, especially whenever I would when the discourse came that like, men don't like, they're the misogyny, blah blah blah, this and that, video games and media and all this shit, and I'm like, yeah, there's a subset of freaks that exist in 4chan or wherever the fuck. I don't know them, but just all the people I know, we appreciated the big busty hot strong women in sci-fi and fantasy. They were badass. Some of them were the main fucking characters. I was like, hey, Aeon Flux is fucking dope. I was playing a fucking game, Blood Rain. I'm like, this bitch is awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, there wasn't like an annoyance or, oh, she's this or there's that. It was just like, we just appreciated it. It was cool. And
the problem is that we're healthy-minded men.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
but
Our brains aren't rotted by all the bullshit that
they're overcorrecting for such a small group of people. It's not most people that were being all misogynistic and being all fucking gross and disgusting and treating women like shit when they're in lobbies and stuff. Now, well, to be fair, everybody was treating everybody like shit in lobbies.
Dude,
but
I gotta be real. I never did it. A lot of my friends that did it. A girl entered the lobby and the shit they would say to the girls. And I know it's not even really them being. It's people being shitty. Not
in general,
because they
that's
are
the problem.
really like they think that way.
It's being shitty in general. As soon as you look at
The moment they smell you're black, bro.
That's the thing. Like, you and I were lucky that we didn't have these southern, thick southern black accents. Because if you said one word and they detected it, immediately the hard R dropped. Immediately. But the same thing if you were a kid, as soon as you heard that prepubescent tone, shut up, you little fucking beep, beep, you fucking little bitch ass shit. Like, it just immediately. And then so you heard a girl, oh, you fucking dumbass bitch. Like, it was just immediate. Especially Asians. For whatever reason,
everyone
the Asians was funny because you didn't know what kind of Asian they were, but immediately it was just they were
everything.
All Chinese.
You'd go broad. You'd go real broad so you'd cast a wide net so you could probably
outrageous. But I don't know, man. Like, so it seems like Sony and some other people are trying to overcorrect in a way.
In what way? Like with the characters they make, like all
some
of these
the characters
female,
right? Isn't that like, aren't they overcorrecting in a way?
I don't
in
know.
your opinion,
I live in this in between, right? I live in this in between, right? Where I agree that there was not many. I can't think of many that reached mass consciousness, but there were female heroes, right? There were. I can only think the only one I could really think of was the main character from Alien. That's the one I like from like before my time, maybe when I was little. I'm like, oh, that's a female badass hero, and then like maybe Samus Aran. That's it. And people didn't even know if she was a girl or not. A lot of people.
Well,
but I couldn't think of many female like heroes. I couldn't. Many females in a bigger zeitgeist of the world that people would know about. I know about Storm. I know about Jean Grey. I know about Rogue. I know about Captain Marvel and all of them and stuff like that. But there weren't a lot that a lot of people would just know. And I always was like, I guess that could be a thing. Do I think it overcorrected a bit? Yes. Do I think that it was ill-intended? No, but I believe it definitely fucked up perception of stuff, because whenever you try to do the whole move for including another group, the whites always get offended. They always are like, you're trying to erase us. And it's like, no, we're just trying to get some other people get their feet in.
Yeah, that's annoying as fuck.
What are you talking about?
In general, in general. Whenever
you're talking about in general, not the female sexualization. But like, say
in general, let's say like you want to make like more black characters, right? The whites will show up and they'll be like, but what about us? We exist. It's like, yes. And for the last 700 years of media, of every form of media, you guys have been heroes.
Yeah, I haven't felt
always.
As far as
it's
inclusion
fine for it
goes,
to be changed up a little bit.
Yeah, no, I agree. As far as inclusion goes, I don't feel like there's an overcorrection. Every once in a while, there's something that's a little like, you're like, okay, that's dumb.
You hear some
care.
stupid shit like what's her name? What's the bitch from Katniss Everdeen? She's like, there was never a female lead like me. I'm the first one ever. And it's like, are you forgetting the Alien movies?
Or even like when with Black Panther,
Terminator,
saying,
or like fucking any of these.
Or Terminator. That's another one. Yeah, you go.
You remember Black Panther? They were like, oh, the first black superhero starring blah blah blah, and they just forgot about Blade and stuff like that. So there's disingenuous shit that people just kind of don't know. They're not in the space, and I feel like that's what happens with a lot of the discourse when it comes to women being hypersexualized or making it an issue. Because I think Bayonetta was like the best example of like just the amount of women that enjoyed that game on average. Like, say, because, say there's demographics of, like, what do men and women lean towards more when they play video games? And Bayonetta is one of those games that had a larger base of women that were playing it because they really liked the character. They really were like, she's fucking badass. Yeah, she's sexy. I'm sorry, but women on average like to be sexy. They don't have to be, but they can even admire it. Same thing with a regular average dude can appreciate some man looking like buff as shit. Doesn't mean he wants to be that. You can just appreciate it and be like, oh, that guy looks badass or something. Yeah. It's just... Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I wish we could just fucking relax. You know what I mean? Like, right. When people see, like, I don't know, some normal looking character in like in like The Last of Us or whatever, people immediately flip out. It's like they're making them too realistic. They're not making them hot enough. What the fuck? This is some bullshit, dumb woke shit. And then when when a game comes out or a trailer comes out for a game where they're clearly just focusing on like, yeah, dude, we're making a really sexy character and we want to do that because it's fun and we like to see it and whatever. There's a contingent of people who are like, that's not realistic. That's not fucking okay. That's like objectifying. It's like, if we could just fucking relax and just let artists make the art that they want to make and not fucking complain about every decision every single goddamn time, we would have a much better amount and variety of art to choose from, because we could make the sexy shit without a problem, and we could make realistic shit without a problem, and it wouldn't be for any other reason than this serves the story or this serves the direction. You know, I really don't get what the big deal is. I think it's cool to have sexy characters. I think it's cool to have characters that aren't. I don't get it. And I know most women who play video games that I know anyway, people who are in the industry, people that have spoken to, prominent figures, feel fucking the exact same way. They don't care.
It's not
a problem.
It's just a thing.
It's just loud fucking retards.
It's loud retards. I mean, dude, I've actually never seen somebody specifically advocate for, I wish there was more average looking people in a game, to be honest, or in a movie, other than say there's these loud retards, like you call them, that feel a certain way. They feel a certain way, like that. They can't just let art exist. They have to be like, why is this not catering to exactly what I want? In a way that I've always felt like, and this is how I've always felt like growing up, and I feel like most people did too, before more people were trying to be Karen-esque and yell to get their way. It was, this isn't for me. And then you fucking moved on. That was the thing where I'm like, I don't really think this is for me.
People don't go through that. Like, oh, it's fine if it's not built for me. I'm watching, like, let me say, I watch, like, I used to watch anime a lot when I was younger, right? And I got older, and anime started getting pretty stupid to me, right? And I was like, well, I guess I'm going to stop watching as much anime as I used to. And that's it. That's it. I'm alive. I'm not dying.
Yeah.
I'm like, everything needs to be Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter again, or else I'm stupid. I'm just like, whatever, it's gone.
I feel like it's the difference between, you know, the people that announce to you when they're unfollowing you or something. I feel like that's the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's those people. It's those ones that do that. Because I've unfollowed a lot of people. Like I just mentioned, I unfollowed twomad last year. I had no thought in my mind to be like, you know what, twomad, I've had enough of you, and it's just, I'm like, nah, unfollow.
Too far.
Just bye, unfollow, and then you move on, and you don't even think about it again. I forgot that I unfollowed him, but then I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I haven't seen any activity of him in a long time. It's fucking people, man. You need to calm the fuck down. So woke X-Men, and why was it woke? You showed me. Me.
So Kingston, look at this. This is I want you to really, and we'll probably put this in the episode too.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if I got it in me.
I want you to look at this. I want you to look at this tweet, right? I want you to read it out loud for the class, and then really look.
The trailer
for,
looks great,
really
but then you see this. I just don't trust that there won't be more woke stuff thrown in. I guess we'll see.
And what's the picture?
Scoop, mutant fashion show.
This is Melanie Mack's. This is Melanie Mack, who is just. I'm just gonna say it, an embarrassingly stupid person. Either she's, I don't know. She's probably not stupid. I think she's a grifter for sure.
Do they not understand what the? Do they not?
So
I just don't understand what's even leftist or woke about this image.
The
mutant fashion show on the headline of the Daily Bugle newspaper, and it just shows a bunch of mutants in weird clothes.
And
that's what a fashion show is. Really
they also missed another whole part of that thing, because it literally says on the upper left corner, it says Spider-Man, is he a mutant? They missed that whole fucking part. Just fucking suck my dick, bitch. Also, the fact that the mutants have their own, because they're a people. It's like gay people having a fucking parade. They have their own art expression.
But
that's not even woke.
That's what I'm saying. It's literally just like, hey, mutant fashion show. Okay, and what's the picture? It's a bunch of mutants in weird clothes, or like, you know, fashion show type attire.
Trust that.
What is more woke about that? What is even Melanie Mac? If she isn't like the least entertaining liar in the world, is a fucking invalid on a mental capacity. I really cannot express how stupid every single opinion she has ever had has been. It really blows my fucking mind how somebody could be this dumb, which makes me assume that she isn't. And it's, you know, it's like she's pandering to the audience. So I get it. Get your bag or whatever.
Yeah, get your bag, like, I guess.
Shit. To be this shamelessly stupid.
That's how I felt.
Intentionally ignorant is so embarrassing. Like, how are you not embarrassed to be that dumb? Sorry, I'm going.
No, man, going preach. I love it. I love it because I feel like the problem is the problem is not enough people that are more in our realm are shaming these assholes. Like,
yeah.
And it's like, you know, I sometimes I get surprised, but then I start thinking, why am I surprised? Because The Last of Us HBO show. And the gay episode, and the same people freaking out, and I'm like, you can't say this is woke, or this gone woke, because that's the whole argument. Everything's going woke, right? Like, this is the media from its inception since 2013. What are you even trying to do? And I think this is the exact same case. Taking something that is just a thing that exists within the universe, and then just saying it's woke. And then some stupid pussies will give them money. These stupid pussies that have way too much money that should be giving it to us, you know, giving you an entertaining show and trying to make you laugh. Instead, these people, they think they're fighting the good fight. They've convinced all these stupid assholes with too much money that they're actually doing a serviceable thing. And it's like, no, give me your money. It'll actually be invested into something that'll make you feel good and not make you feel bad. These people feel like the world's collapsing in on them and everything is fucking bad and we need a savior and shit. And I'm like, fuck, man, imagine living like that. Imagine fucking feeling like everything. That's basically Joe Rogan now. He said to Bobby Lee that he sometimes stays awake at night, like panicking about all the horrible shit that's happening in the world. And I'm like, this pussy has hundreds of millions of dollars. Can you imagine? I would be sleeping on gold bars, getting my penis sucked at all times with the best drugs. I don't even do drugs, but I would start because I would have probably, you know, really good vetted shit. I don't know. I would be in constant bliss. And this guy's like, oh, the fucking trans people are coming. Oh, and I'm like, wow. Not even hundreds of millions of dollars can save you. The fuck? What is even the point? Yeah. What's even the point of having that money, bro?
I live in a state of very super sadness where, like, no matter what people complain about things, no matter how serious or not serious they are, and it breaks my heart. You know, it breaks my heart when people are gonna listen. People are gonna look at that thing and let that be the validation of whether X-Men's good or not. You know, they're gonna look at that.
It's really it's pretty
I'm not watching,
and it might be bad.
Crap.
Look, and look, dude, it might be bad, but like I don't know.
If it's bad, it's bad. You know, if it's bad, it's bad.
It's bad.
It is. You know, I'm still gonna watch it because of the love I have for X-Men.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, but like.
She said something before you continue, and we should go on to questions and do like a lightning round or something. But there is, she said something else too, where it's like, what is it? Miles Morales is Miles Morales. Peter Parker is Spider-Man, or something.
Oh, and she's doing that tropey bullshit.
Yeah, yeah, but she doesn't even like Spider-Man. She's not a Spider-Man. So here's the thing: like, look, I have a lot of issues with how Miles Morales is written. I think a lot of it there's some anime power creep that's like really annoying and lame. But I don't understand why this is applied specifically to Miles Morales when there's like several Flashes, there's a couple Batmans, there's many Robins,
there's several Green Lanterns.
Robins. They're all Flash, they're all Batman.
It's because he's a nigga. That's why.
Don't say
it is.
Yeah. It is. He's a black character.
Yes, don't say you don't understand when you know damn well why.
But this is what I'm saying though. Like, because here's the thing: if it's not. There is no other reason other than it's a black character.
Yes.
There's literally no... And there's no other reason why you would say that.
Yes,
because there's so many. There's Green Lanterns. There's several Green Lanterns.
There's Green Lanterns.
I know this.
Supermen. There's Captain Americas. There's other Iron Men. There's so many. There's been other Wolverines. There's been other Hulks. There's been other. It's because it's Spider-Man. People have a really unhealthy attachment to Spider-Man because of.
Well, no, but not her though.
No, it's
not her.
She's just grifting.
I'm going.
It's not even that, brother. It's
purely because it's a black child. That is why.
Dude, remember? Go find the discourse when Falcon became Captain America.
Insanity.
That's what I'm saying. Like there is
insanity, dude.
It's the dog whistles of all dog whistling in fucking comic books, which is so annoying. Why are fucking white supremacist pieces of shit even reading comic books in the first place? I don't know. Like, shouldn't you guys go be fucking breeding or something because you're scared they're gonna get bred out or something? Get the fuck out of here, dude.
What makes me so upset is that the people for the the Falcon one, right? Captain America would spit on them. He would spit on those people. He'd be like, "You don't like someone because of the color of their skin? Are you stupid?" And he would pick you up and throw you far.
Yeah. You ever see that meme?
The thing to me,
and it's like,
the thing to me is just like, dude, like I understand. Like, Clark Kent is Superman, and I get that. And Bruce Wayne is Batman, and Peter Parker is Spider-Man. These are these prime characters, and there's very, very little anything is going to do any other character is really going to do. Like, there's Spider-Man 2099, and like, but let's be fucking real. Like, he's still a Spider-Man, but like, when people think of Spider-Man, they're going to think of Peter Parker, and that's fine. Well, but like, that doesn't make them not that doesn't make those. That doesn't make. People in universe don't call Spider-Man 2099 Spider-Man 2099. They don't. That's not how it works. People don't call Terry McGinnis, "Oh, it's Batman Beyond."
Yeah,
no,
it's Batman Beyond.
He's Batman.
Save me, Batman Beyond.
What confusing is this, right?
I really don't think these people understand. I really think I really think these people think that, though. I really think these people think that the names. It's like no. That's not Spider-Man. That's Spider-Man 2099. It's like that's the name of the series, or like the comic
title. That's the title of what he's from.
Can you imagine if it's like, oh my god, save me, Spider-Man 2005? Like, what the fuck? That's not real. I don't know.
It's Raimi's Spider-Man. It's like,
Raimi's Spider-Man.
His name in universe is look, it's Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. I just feel like people really. I don't know. I understand that she's a grifter. I understand that there's a lot of grifting people who just like don't care to engage with the deeper arguments or like the actual, like what is actually being talked about. But it's just I would feel so embarrassed to not understand such a basic first grade level argument and present that as if like that's my brand. Like, oh, it's my brand that I can't engage with this any deeper than a fucking remedial kid in a fucking kindergarten class who speaks by blowing bubbles.
That's crazy.
I really fucking can't fathom how that's a point of pride for you. And I guess if it makes you your money, it makes you your money. But there's a lot of fucking idiots out there, and it's a shame.
There's way too many of them, and I wish I was a piece of shit because I would just buy a McLaren. I don't even want one.
Yeah,
but I would just get one. I would just be like, fuck it.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. How we
yes, we have.
It's like
yes, we have.
But it's just, man, it's frustrating. Anyway,
yeah.
We should probably I don't know. We should probably move on to some of these questions over at patreon.com/the Snark Tank. You people who do give us our audience participation. We appreciate you.
Boom, boom. I've got a fucking gun.
Let's see. I should have looked for these in advance, but I'm a fucking fool.
What? Nigga, what were you doing?
I was ranting. I was ranting is what I was doing. Google murderous Mary hanging wrote in. I will not be Googling that. With you guys constantly mentioning the Gears of War trilogy, the question must be asked: What are your thoughts on Gears 4 and 5? I think they're fine.
We've touched on it before. They're okay.
Yeah.
Very unsatisfying shooting robots, I would say.
4 was particularly egregious with that because it was like mostly robots, and it's just like this doesn't feel quite like
super unsatisfying.
It doesn't feel good chainsawing through a machine in comparison to chainsawing through a mole man. You know, like it's just such a different style. But I think I do that. Look, I think Gears 5 is actually really great. I do think there's a choice in there that is kind of like at the end that feels kind of like I don't know why you did this.
Stupid.
Really.
It's stupid because you know it's canonical. You know it's canon.
Yeah,
so
There's a canon choice in Gears 5 that I felt was kind of like but ultimately like overall like I thought even there's a controversial. It's kind of controversial to like the open world parts of that game, but I actually kind of do like a lot. And the early half is really good. The last half is pretty good. It's just that one choice that really kind of sours it a little bit for me. But Gears 5 is great. Gears 4 is fine. I wouldn't say Gears 4 is bad. It's just kind of like it's safe. I think.
Yeah, it takes a while for me to really appreciate Gears 4 towards I would say the second half of the game. I feel more like okay, all right. I'm feeling good now. Like it's hitting the tropes that I want. And I feel the same way. Like I said, like the people are shitting on the game, but whatever. You look at the reviews; it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very good. It's also got like there's a really great fucking expansion for that game. It's called Hive Busters that I highly recommend. Like if you have Gears 5 and you haven't played it, I mean, very, 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 very. It's better than the main game, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's the return of Dom.
Yeah, it's Dom comes out, and he's real skinny because he hasn't eaten since Gears 2, but in real time.
Oh my god!
So like since
since
2000,
he's so
2013 or so. When did Gears 3 come out?
Three.
Years.
Don't tell me.
2009.
Okay.
Don't tell me.
Quiz.
Don't tell me. Shit.
Kingston's guessed 2009.
He said
no,
2009.
Gears 3. Sorry, that's way off. It came out 2011. I know for a fact it came out 2011.
No, because I think the prequel came out in 2011.
100% came out 2011.
I'm gonna say 10.
2011.
Fuck.
100%.
When did the Judgment come out? Was it 12?
Judgment
13?
came out
Judgment
before.
was.
I thought Judgment came out after the trilogy. No.
I thought it came out before. I could be wrong.
No, it did.
I thought was it before or after?
2013.
So what 2013?
It's 2013.
Okay.
I remember being in 11th grade and playing 3.
Okay.
I remember the sawed-off shotgun being unbelievable. I remember like I couldn't use it and people would shoot me one time with it and I would die. And I'm like, what the fuck
turn
is
into
this?
Pieces of meat. Oh, it just
That
you
sawed-off
blowing
was
up.
ridiculous.
Dude, pop. I was like, what the fuck is this weapon, bro?
I wonder what happened.
Okay.
My arms.
I
I
hated
shot
that
that
game.
thing.
I hated that
Oh,
game.
they would fuse into your body because they would
it would roll into you.
They would the recoil would be so fast and so intense that it would shoot your arms back faster than light, and then they would merge your arms into your ribs or something, and you'd be fucked forever.
Crazy. That game was so bananas.
Yeah, God, I want to play it on PC.
Yeah, I've been screaming about a Gears collection for so long. It'll never happen.
Yeah.
My balls are the size of the ones outside Target. Wrote in. It's a good
nice.
name. I always wondered about those fucking things.
Yeah, what's up with those things?
What?
Such a weird, just architectural, just design choice. It's like, okay,
they're supposed
big
to be inviting.
Stone balls, big stone balls line the entrance.
Line the entrance with the balls. They go and they
line it with the balls. I'm so afraid. He wrote in. He says, "Hello, Chris Whitegun, White Sweeney, and Derek Whiteman."
Wow.
Jesus. Just wondering if you've ever seen the Adult Swim show Xavier, Renegade Angel.
Of course.
It seems like the show's humor might be right up your alley. It's definitely It's exactly my type of bullshit fever dream. Oh my god!
Xavier, Renegade Angel?
I did.
That is one of the most
stupid
stupid shows I've ever seen in my life, but it's funny as fuck.
It is.
That's an understatement.
Derek, I feel like
Adult Swim.
I really feel like you would love it because it's as if someone made a show that was a YouTube poop of itself.
Yes.
I don't know how to describe it. But
I'll have to check it out.
Hold on, let me Google. I want you to I want you to get a glimpse of this character design. So here it is. Here's how you spell it. Copy paste that into Google and I put it in the chat. Copy paste that into Google and just
Let me see if
feast your eyes on this character. So he has a snake for a left hand. He has backwards legs.
He has fucking horse legs.
He has backwards legs. I don't know what his nose is. I think it's a beak or something.
He looks like should be related to Grover.
There's like that scene of him like on trial. It's like, you are on trial. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to kill the man. It's like, you are not on trial for murder. You are on trial for being on trial. It is so fucking outrageous. I honestly didn't think this was a real show for a long time. I thought I hallucinated this for the longest time. I thought this was like a fever dream that I had when I was like up late at night and Adult Swim came on. I was like, that's not real. I never remembered the name. And then years later, I mean recently, sincerely, like recently, like I think in like 2021 or something, I found this and I was like, oh, it's real. For 20 years. I thought this was fake, but it's a real show, and it's
going
very
through
much
emotions of thinking you're fucking insane for no reason, for no good reason. You thought you were crazy.
Yeah, because my assumption was that it's machinima.
Yeah, it seems kind of like
you know what I mean. Like my assumption looking back on it was that it was machinima, and then I would go on machinima, and then it's not there, so I was like, oh, it's not machinima, so it must not be real. Because I watched Adult Swim a lot, man. I watched Aqua Teen Hunger Force and fucking Squidbillies and all that shit. I don't remember this.
Renegade, Xavier Renegade Age first came out it came out a while ago, ago. It first aired.
Yeah,
I've never.
I don't know.
This is insane.
This show's insane.
You would fucking die, dude. Like there's some of these episodes that are so.
I'll have to check it out.
My old roommate Ben, me and him would watch that shit and just cackle in the living room. This is the dumbest shit, dude.
It's so stupid. I don't know, man. It might be too. I'm gonna check it out. I'm definitely gonna check it out because I can't obviously I can't pay attention to what they're saying right now and listen to you guys. So, but
no, it's made fun of piss so many times. You can watch the show.
It's just it feels like everybody's just having a good time making garbage, and that's what it feels like when you're watching it. But. All right, let's try and get a couple of these. Here's a complaint from Magmati.
Nice.
Magmati writing is like, Sweeney, shut up about the whole while I read comics. So. Seriously, just let people have opinions. They're graphic novels, not rule books. Fans like you take the fun away from the point of comics. Damn.
Nah, you can suck my dick. Words. Fans like you making dumb takes take the fun away of comics. Me reading something for years and a potbelly bitch like you showing up saying some stupid shit is so infuriating. No, suck my dick. Suck my cock. Fucking idiot. I hate it. I hate it so much. Fine. You can say something stupid if it's stupid. That's fine. Say something wrong is stupid, dumb, and gay. Get jumped.
Well, let's extrapolate on it. So, like, what do you think this is? What do you think this is? What do you think this is? What do you think this is in response to? Do you think?
I don't know. I said
like, what have we talked about?
I don't know. I think every once in a while there's something about like maybe we'll talk about Justice. So that Suicide Squad killed Justice League just came out. There was probably like, Sweeney, he's an authority on this because he knows these characters in detail. So he has and maybe the people are like, yeah, shut up. Shut up.
I like the way this happened. Yeah. Go fucking. Yeah. No, I'm not.
I don't know. I don't feel as strongly as him, clearly.
Yeah, I gotta get what I said. I can't go full,
let's move on. Let's get some questions. Let's get some more questions. Thank you for your complaint. I agree with it.
Show up to the live show.
Call me Mr. Cock Festival. Show up to the live show and twomad. Pull a twomad. Call me Mr. Call me Mr. Cock Festival. You imagine somebody overdosed at a mic, like it's just like, all right, next question, you, and then they just start foaming at the mouth. All right.
Oh, they die.
Oh man, that'd be good publicity, man. That'd be dope. All right, go ahead.
That is the most fucked thing I ever heard leave your mouth there. That is the most insane I ever heard leave your lips. That'd be good publicity.
What does that remind me? What does that remind me of, Kingston? You know, I bet you. I'm sure you know.
What is it?
What he just said. Do you remember when Kale was over at our house and he says that's content?
Dog, that was the darkest moment of Kale's ever. Like, Kale is such a not bad person, but it was like, look, man, melting down on stage, man, it's content. And I was just like, Kale, what have you done?
Anyway,
what have you done to get to the place you're at right now, Kale?
Anyway, call me Mr. Cock Festival. I fuck hella men wrote in. He says, hello, ethnic Oreo. Not a question, but I wanted to point this out because I found it amusing. Last episode, Chris mentioned how Blur... This is a week ago, by the way, so might not necessarily be last episode. But last episode, Chris mentioned how Blur created Song 2 as a parody of Nirvana, and it accidentally ended up becoming a hit. But funny enough, this actually happened. This is actually only one of 3 times this happened to this group. Blur frontman Damon Albarn found the manufactured nature of pop rock groups in the early 2000s so egregious that he and his roommate at the time put everything he had into creating a fictional alt rock band that was literally manufactured. This evolved into what we now know as the Gorillaz. I do know that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Gorillaz is a joke.
What?
It is kind of nuts.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a joke.
I did forget that. I did forget though that like the lead singer of Blur like that they were the same. I did forget that for some reason.
Wait. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
So the Gorillaz were created as a satire of like manufactured pop groups.
And I guess
they were like
their own thing. Eventually, they were like, "Oh, this."
They just got really popular. They just got popular, and then they were like, "Well, I guess we'll just ride this."
That's funny. I watched a Gorillaz documentary like a couple months ago, and I don't even remember if that was said. I was not paying attention. So I was just like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think it's like a very I don't think they like to talk about that. I think it was very clear at a certain point, but I think as they've grown, they just kind of like, yeah, the Gorillaz is dope. Like they genuinely like appreciate it now. I think it's kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, this started as a joke. But we don't want to highlight the fact that it's a joke because it's not really a joke anymore. Like we're kind of serious about it. I think that's kind of what it is. That's hilarious, though. I do love how that happens.
I feel like now we should make. Oh, yeah. I think we should make a gay cover of Clint Eastwood. All right, what's the next question?
What would be the?
I don't know.
I am fapping.
I'm feeling gay. I don't know, man. We'd have to think about it.
Feeling gay. I got cum shine.
I got cum shots on my brain.
On my brain. I'm coming hard. I don't know. I gotta think about that shit.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
I just want the rapping part, dude. That part, I don't know. I think that would be really fun.
Okay, Nicholas Brillhart wrote in a Disney Channel's The Luck of the Irish style scenario, what would be the worst fantasy race / species to turn into in high school? I love that you brought this up. This movie is a fucking trip. This movie is a fucking trip.
What is the movie?
Do you guys ever? The Luck of the Irish is if I'm remembering correctly, it is a movie about a guy or a girl. I don't remember the main character.
Guy.
They are slowly becoming a leprechaun, and they go to high school. I think I don't remember why. Let me look up the plot of Luck of the Irish.
Why would you go to school if you were like
mutating? To school.
I wouldn't go to school if I was fucking mutating. I'd be like, what the fuck? It's crazy.
Yeah, okay, so here's the okay, The Luck of the Irish TV movie 2001. Ah, man. A teenager must battle for a gold charm to keep his family from being controlled by an evil leprechaun. But like during this, he's transforming into one. So I don't know, man. The worst race to transform, like fictional race, to transform into in high school. I don't know. Are you saying black people are fictional?
It's perfect. Look. He becomes a black person, and it's called magnified.
Magnified.
What? Why?
Magnified. Like magnified. Like he's like
magnificent, but
no, like like a magnet. Like a magnifying glass.
Are you having a fucking stroke? Are you having a
I'm
stroke
trying
right
to
now?
explain it, and my brain's going in little circles. It's like mad niggified, and he's like becoming a black person. And the person's like, I really don't like this. I live in the deep south.
I think so. Does that have to be a fictional character that exists? Because I think the worst thing I could think of is being like what would it be? What are they called? The centaurs? The one that has the horse? Or centaur? Centaur? Are they the one that have horse body?
I was thinking centaur too. He's getting a horse fucking dong out of nowhere.
Yeah, you're like centaur, and then you're like also you turn into Vosh or something. Like that'd be like fucked up, you know?
But then, like also you turn into Vosh.
So you're just like really like just debating everybody with like an extremely hard horse piece. you just fucking
Papa Jesus wrote it. Goes, what's good, you handsome homos? Since you talked about Julia Louis-Dreyfus recently, it got me thinking, what are some other older celebrities that you think have aged like fine wine? Personally, I find it odd that people don't mention Said Adu when this topic comes up, because that woman is in her 60s and is still on dime.
You mean Sade?
Alternatively, is that Sade? Is that's how it's spelled?
Yes.
I don't know who Sade. I've never heard of Sade Adu either.
Yes, you have.
Who's she
No.
again?
You don't.
Not the name.
What?
Who's she again? I forgot.
Smooth operator?
Oh, yeah, she's gorgeous.
This lady.
Come on,
Oh,
guys.
I don't know her
Don't be-
name. I don't know
Don't be
women's
disrespecting
names.
Sade. That's stupid.
I don't know.
Sade is the
women.
fucking goat, dude.
She's
Yeah,
magnificent.
yeah, she's great.
I've
Smooth as shit.
never seen it. I've never seen it
Written out.
That
I've never
fair enough.
seen the name
Fair enough,
written in
because-
my life.
As a kid seeing it, it did upset me. Because, you know, you're learning how things are supposed to be pronounced, and all of a sudden you see this fucking chick's name is Sade, and I'm like, no, that's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit,
Yeah,
dude.
That's dumb.
Yeah, she is.
That's stupid.
She is pretty. Wait, hold on. 2020. I have to see.
Smooth operator.
2023. I'll go.
Smooth.
That is fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, she's definitely.
That's fucking wild. Actually, that's one of the most insane things
There's Nia Long.
I think I've ever seen.
Sade
There's
rules.
There's her. There's Nia Long, obviously. There's Megan
definitely,
George
Good.
Lopez.
Definitely.
Stop. He is like a truck, bro. He looked good, and then all of a sudden he looked bad.
George Lopez looks like popcorn now, man. It's crazy. It is one of the most wild things I've ever seen.
He looks
so not good-o.
He looks like he has a lot of diseases, but I don't think he does. That's what's fucked up.
He looks like
That's
things
really
come
fucked
out
up.
of his face, like little things jump out of his face and like run around.
Yeah, he looks like the moon, dude. He just got fucking.
Crazy.
He just got craters, and he's
He
just
looks
fucking
like the
melting.
moon.
He's the dark side.
Neil Long looks great.
Megan Good.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston
know.
looks good. Halle
Not
Berry
so much
looks
anymore.
good.
She
Looks good. What the hell are you
now.
talking about? Yeah, she
She's
does.
a little rough now.
You're crazy.
Horrible boss. Era Jennifer Aniston looks great still.
She still
She's a little
looks
rough
good.
now.
She's been she's been putting out these movies with Adam Sandler that JoJo's been watching. I think those movies are fucking, not for me, but she look good in them. Look,
Yeah, she still looks good.
Netflix has like 1,000. Netflix is giving so much money to these assholes. I don't understand. Like, give me a show, Netflix. You can spare a couple million. When you give Chris Rock $100 million, you give fucking Dave Chappelle like
You gave
infinity
Chris
billion.
Rock $100 billion for some terrible set.
Trash.
Terrible set. I was like, yo, Chris.
I'm gonna catch Jigsaw.
I was like, motherfucker, dude, that shit disappointed me.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that he was in that movie? He was in
He was in Spiral.
or Spiral. Yeah, it wasn't.
He was in
yeah, I forgot
Spiral.
He was in C. I forgot about that.
He
My
was
brain
in
was
C.
like,
He
huh?
was in C. He was in C.
He was in C. My brain did catch that shit.
Jigsaw. Yeah.
Yay!
Let's move on.
Stop, please.
That little fucking puppet.
What? What's wrong? You could do that.
I'm gonna
Yeah, little
slap
puppet.
him like I got slapped by Will Smith. I can't do it, Chris Rock. I can't do it, Chris Rock. At all.
Dog.
Yeah,
That
he's
movie-
hard to do.
His stand-up
He's not like
was
Apu,
so
who is
dumb.
very
Fucking
easy to do.
trash.
Like I think Dave's last one was also bad, but I think his stand-up was horrible.
Chris Rock's was so forgettable.
It was
It's
bad.
forgettable, yeah.
It was one of the things that upset me so much because everybody agreed. We were all anticipating him going hard in the paint on Will Smith. And at the very end, he's like, yeah, what a fucking idiot. And I was pretty much like, that's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. Bye.
I'm gonna kill a little boy. I'm gonna kill a little boy on stage because I'm so mad.
What makes
Like,
it
Chris
so
Rock
bad
executes
is that,
a child.
like,
I would have
what
liked
makes
that.
this-
I would have done something.
What makes
Like,
me so sad is that I feel like all
It
of
is
them
me, Chris
unanimously-
Rock.
It is me, Chris Rock, also King Julian.
It is
I am
me,
going to beat
Christopher
a
Rock.
small boy to death.
I thought
Do
we
you
were
remember
gonna.
when I do you remember when I was slapped by Will Smith at the Golden Globes or whatever it was?
When he smited me with his fist, well, guess what? I am back for revenge. Check this out. And
Yo.
he blows up the fucking Pentagon.
Chris Rock explodes the Pentagon, and it's clearly not Chris Rock. Like the whole plan was like this guy with a really thick accent was just going to pretend to be Chris Rock, assuming that Americans were too racist to tell the difference between just some Indian guy and Chris Rock. And so he blows up the Pentagon. He said, "It is me, Chris Rock, and I'm going to blow up the Pentagon." And the Pentagon explodes. And then everybody authentically blames Chris Rock.
God,
That is
fucking Chris
so
Rock.
insane.
I
Even
can't
though
believe
he's
you.
still alive to be blamed
Yeah.
after the explosion. They're
was
like, why'd you blow up the
performing.
Pentagon, Chris Rock?
I was literally performing. I was performing while it blew up. Yeah, you were
I was
performing.
live
You
in
performed
Toronto.
into the Pentagon.
Yeah, you blew it up. You flew into it and blew it up. We saw you die, but also you're here.
What were you performing, Chris? The death of the Pentagon?
Fuck you, Chris Rock. Fuck you.
Oh, everybody. Fuck you guys.
Everybody starts coming on him in unison, starts
stupid.
just busting on his leg.
Pentagon is
And
too
they're coming
woke.
so hard it's hurting him physically that it's fucking jacking off on his leg.
The Pentagon is too woke. The Pentagon's gone woke.
I must destroy the Pentagon. It is too woke.
More like they woke the gun.
More like
What
the
do you
woke.
do? That's me. I think it's too woke.
Thank you.
I don't know why we're doing this accent.
You
More
can
like
Look,
the
can I
woke
say,
thing
look,
on.
look.
Go,
let me say.
go.
Look. Let's be real. Let's be real. Accents are fun to do. Like
They're
it's just
amazing
like
to do.
I don't like this idea that we just can't do accents because it's like offensive to do them. Like we're not making fun. It's just they're fun to do.
You know what I tell
They're
myself?
fun
Like,
to fucking do.
almost every time before we record the episode, I think, how can we do accents? That's literally like the one thing. And then as we start doing the podcast, I forget. But I'm always thinking, it's always fun. I should remember how to always be on guard of like, oh, we can slip one in here about this subject or whatever. Because it's come on, man. It's a I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's the best. It's the funnest thing to do. Like impressions they're great.
Nah, man. I did way too many Asian accents growing up, and I understand that I was they were insidious. So I
Hey,
try
man.
not to do them anymore.
One episode we did Japanese Jay-Z, and I thought that was pretty fun.
It was insane.
I thought that was really fun.
It was an insane episode. I laughed way harder than I should have multiple times.
I like that one. That was a good one.
Japanese Jay-Z sounds.
I don't even remember how we got there, but yeah, you know.
Japanese, because it was like AC/DC's from Australia. Like, what if Jay-Z was from
Oh, well,
Japan?
Jay-Z's from Japan? There you go. Fuck, he totally remembered. That's
It
rare. That's a
fucking
fucking rare
sandy.
W right there. I would not have remembered that.
Japanese
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Yeah. I still don't believe
all
AC/DC's
right,
from
Dylan-
Australia. I don't believe it.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't believe it either. Dylan Lives
What's
wrote
that-
in. He
wait,
says,
what would
listening to
Japanese
episode
Jay-Z
204.
What do you say? He'd be like, H to the Izo. V to the Izay.
Fish.
Don't you know my nigga used to dribble down and DA?
You interrupted me for that?
Crazy. You could have lived the rest of your life saved, but you interrupted me saving you. Dylan Lives wrote in. He says, listening to episode 204, no question, just telling Chris that Prototype blows. It's nothing that controls poorly. Best game in that genre is Saints Row 4. I haven't finished Saints Row 4. I remember it being fun. I'm a prototype. I like Prototype. I like the vibe of Prototype. I like being a cold-hearted villain. I like eating people on the street and becoming them and running around with a fucking gun. It's ridiculous.
It's such an unfair thing he said, though. Like, the best game in that genre, Saints Row 4 was a deliberate fucking with thievery. Was biting from shit purposefully, like biting from fucking from.
It was trying to be those games.
Yeah, like. So of course it's better. It came out way after. Like it's just
there's also confusing things in Saints Row 4 that like, oh yeah, you can go in a car, but like why would you?
Why in God's name would you ever go in a car? In my opinion, they should all be locked. Just be like, you can't even go in them. You can't even get
Saints Row 4 confused the fuck out of me because I remember playing like 3 and I was like, this is a game. And then I played 4 and I was like, huh? I was like, what's happening now?
Going from Saints Row 2 to Saints Row 4 is like starting an episode of X-Men, going to the bathroom, and then coming back.
Yeah.
Where, like, it escalates
like,
so drastically.
Bro, there's an episode where they're doing a mission. All of a sudden, you can leave literally for 30 seconds, and you're wondering, what the fuck happened to Morph? And you just don't know what happened. He's just like, he's gone. There's a sequence where he gets like shot up by fucking sentinels, and you think he's dead or something. You'll miss it so fast. And it's like, this should be like this should be like can we pause for a moment and sink this in? No. They don't give you any time to fucking process what happened. The show is so fucking. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah,
we gotta get ready for the season. Isn't it in March?
It comes out very soon.
Yeah, something soon. Yeah, it's very soon.
I gotta start watching it like immediately.
I don't have Disney Plus though, so
it's the only thing I do have right now. And Hulu.
I haven't, unfortunately. I have all of them. Unfortunately.
Yeah. No.
Anyway. Last one. Yeah. Last one for the day. Johnny Ronnie wrote in. Says, "Hey guys, just want to let you know I finally got my girlfriend to agree to listen to the podcast in the car. The first thing she hears is Vince McMahon's text messages. She now thinks I'm a psycho. So thanks for that. I love that."
But you're just telling me that she doesn't have the same sense of humor as you, then, huh?
No. She must.
Because
right?
because I'm reading. It was not like the podcast was like, "Hey, Vince is awesome. Look at this cool shit that he said," and then he's consuming it like, "Isn't that great, girlfriend? Is it?"
I do know that the woman I'm with. I do know that the first line of that episode is Vince McMahon shat. Like the second the show starts, it's Vince McMahon shat on a woman.
Yeah, that is the
first line of dialogue in that show. So
and this is why I don't put in the Kingpin's moaning anymore. I know a lot of people miss it, but you got to understand, when people are trying to bring in new people, that can't be the first thing they hear. That can't be the first thing they hear. They're like, what the fuck is this? They might not make it past the intro.
It's fun to do it every now and again, I think.
It is. You know, it's more understandable if you see the video version. If you see the YouTube version of it, you can see that and maybe like, what the fuck, and then laugh at it.
You're listening to it, you're like,
if you're listening to it, you have no idea what's happening. You just hear some guy moaning.
All right.
That is fucking stupid.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here, man. But hey, bring your girlfriend back. Tell her to check out another episode. Vet the episode, and then show her another one.
Drag that bitch back, kicking and screaming. If she disagrees, you smite her. You smite her one good time in the mouth.
Yeah. Tie her up and then put your fucking surround system, if you have a home theater system, all the way up.
Up and leave her there by herself.
Her this. Don't show her this episode where Kingston earlier implied that you shouldn't apologize for raping people. It's probably not the best one to start with.
You shouldn't apologize. If you apologize, you're automatically wrong. That's what I was saying. And also, don't rape people.
She saw me raping an underage girl.
It wasn't me.
Second time.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. I was too busy drinking my piss. I was too busy drinking
the piss.
She saw me kidnap a minor and a fucking raping. It wasn't me.
You think I was there blowing up the Pentagon? when in reality, I was up
drinking
late at the
piss.
piss factory drinking piss.
Drinking
Hot
piss.
boiling piss out of tankards like pirates do.
Tankers. Faster than you could ever
banging
believe.
on the piss factory to open up.
No, he's banging on it, right? He's banging on it, and like it's doing nothing. And then after a while, you start noticing that it's taking damage. The gate.
Oh, it's actually starting to.
like it's starting to bend.
You know how you see the hit points of a wall start to go down in Baldur's Gate. Like you just start working at it.
No. At first, it's like zero damage, too tough,
Yes.
and then he starts getting it, and it starts like. Yo, he's breaking it.
Get the fuck outta
He's
here.
breaking that. He broke in.
Adrian,
Get the fuck outta here. All right,
piss.
listen.
All right, go ahead.
Adrian, I got the piss.
We're gonna-
I got the piss.
We're gonna get
Adrian.
the fuck out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Patreon.com/Snark Tank. Remember, remember you can get all these shows early and ad free for $1 if you just jump over there. It's good value. So get on over there. We're gonna read the names now.
3, 2, 1.
All right. That's God. Oh man, the I'm sad it ended, but I'm glad it happened, motherfuckers. After I put them in a box down under. Keith David is in Hasbin Hotel. McJackal. I shoved a bowling ball down my cockhole and need Governor Andrew Cuomo to suck it out of me. Gay Noir goes gluck goo goo gluck gluck wak wah. I don't know what the fuck that is. How do you make the names longer? It won't let me. Thanks. Jack, the world's fastest Maori. It's the fastest, not fattest, you clown. Oh, sorry. A realistic RTS game where you have to handwrite the letters in the families. Oh my God! Handwrite letters to the families of your fallen soldiers. There you go. Reverse Joker be like, I don't know how I got my
Watching Chris suffer is so fucked right now.
I just don't. So, do you get that joke, guys?
One more time.
Do you get it? Reverse Joker be like, I don't know how I got my scars.
Because he's telling you usually, I got these scars.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Everybody
in this, everybody, you are all. I understand. I understand that this is largely the rage from the delay impacting my mood as I go into this. But I'm so angry at every single one of you. You have to understand. Everybody writing in with these names, I feel so untethered.
You know how I started sucking
in comparison.
I don't know how I got.
Fun fact: there's a rat torture scene in Fast and Furious 2. Big meaty stinks. Andy, the man whose handies are S tier and dandy. Shorty got me smoking Kush Hobbit style. I am the ass gaper, and I ride and I ride. I ride through my boy's backside. I catch the loads coming out of this guy. All right. Heath only getting a warning for doing 120 in a 75. Oh, Devin sucking 11. He's just another gay hole about to be wide again. Good night, old girl. I won't see you tomorrow. These shots hitting like Ashley Babbitt. Digimon took Sweeney's libido. Homeless trans femme who has a town inside her. Ovulation, not ovation, you dyslexic retard. Not saying evil words, but smiling them very loudly. Oh, man.
Stupid.
We smoke an Usain Bolt dick. Toby Keith be like, I ain't as alive as I once was. Fuck it, carry on with the British slander. Sucks. Shit sucks here. Mr. Pants, Sween, I would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly enjoy it if you dispose of Chris. Baller of the first sin. Spum befudders. Gay trapped be like, pants down, I'll make you come. Hard cock, I'll suck off anyone. That's pretty good. He would fucking hate that. That's what I love about that.
We should do that.
We should do a trapped.
Absolutely.
That is honestly a no-brainer, sincerely. Like, yeah, we should do that.
That's a
Let's
good
do
one,
it.
I think.
Let's fucking do it, like, ASAP.
Pants down, I'll make you come. Yeah, let's do it ASAP. Jolly old dipshit. Feel rich and save. Fixation on the bargains that engulf this store. Save money on our shopper. Save. Once had a cock up to my jaw. They said
That's
I wasn't
cool.
gonna suck it.
That's
Topher
cool.
laser
That's cool.
pistol, cipher graph, gay Peter Parker be like, I'm gonna put some dick in your mouth. Two mad six under. Why do you fill me up, butthole come gate me just to dick me down, jerk me off until you burst my balls.
It's a great song. It's a great fucking song, dude.
Gandalf drunk driving a Ford F-150 while the Fellowship gets hot and steamy in the back. Ayo, my name's Colin Moriarty and I'm gonna need a jug for all this squirt I'm about to produce. Never mind, I'll find some guy to screw. I fuck nothing but the ass of dudes. Dude, don't tempt me with straight. Remember, I'm gay. I just don't know what any of this shit is. Comes in Ivy, I guess. Sweeney's superpowers being confidently wrong. Bank the tank of cum. Caucasian container the Cracker Barrel for gays. Donald Trump burping on Dom's clit. Clamping. Open your eyelids to cum in their eyeballs. We found love in a homo place. Rihanna. She pipkin on my pip. A possum can't smell. And Chris is kind of right. Fucking load. Woo. Oh my god. The second page isn't loading. This is fucking exhausting. Just load. You fucking puerile bitch.
He's not gonna make it.
Internet's fucked today. All right, you got a fat cock. I got a plan to bust in a queer. Been working at a penis store. Managed to spray a little bit of cummy. Average clit energy. Throwing frozen turkeys off the interstate to create Half-Life zombies. Just the hard R. Star Coffee. The New York State Police could gargle rancid cum. Sucked off to death by Mrs. Pac-Man. I can't stop paying my. I stopped paying my rent so I could be a real fan. Transfemme Gremlin. Exposing people with lactose intolerance to 90 million radians of ionizing radiation. You should not Vinpen. Angelic DM. So take off your clothes. Get your face on the floor. They won't leave you alone. They're elbow deep. Craig the Canadian. Richard Fisting and the over the pants handy. It's your boy Shawnee D, Ben and Jerry's Funky Monkey. I live in Philly, and everything you guys said is true. Also, look up Kensington Beach 215 on Instagram. There are human anuses that theoretically can fit a toaster inside them. That's not conjecture, that's maths. 3XO inventing a new sect of Islam where you get 72 femboys after blowing up the bathroom, slurping, stroking, smoking, joking. Emoticons going like this. Drip MH, Lord of Homeless Drip. Joe Pesci killing Batman, putting his... Joe Pesci killing Batman by putting his balls in a vice. Obi won't you blow me. Norwegian game dev now in a loving relationship.
Nice.
Congrats. Whatever. YouTube's algorithm created a children's mix for me, and the first song was "You Got a Dick in Me." That's so funny. I love
Let's
that.
go.
Himothy McVeigh. I'm gonna steal your bones. They were made in a factory, a bomb factory. Clayton Carmine's niece getting dawned on. Avi eating box or playing Halo. I'm hungover either way.
Damn.
God. Bragging about fucking Chun-Li even though all she did was pound my ass with a strap on. Wage Slave 583, a sad guy from Michigan. Can I get a dick pic with your gray sweatpants on and one without? And can I get 3 pics of your dick in any position? Also, the Papini Brothers Emporium, black gay son, won't you come and thrust away the straight? Donkerson, installing a faulty Neuralink in Chris's head that plays Thunder on repeat. You got to pay the troll still to get in the boys' hole. Gate 6. I was behind on episodes, gents. Sorry. You want the fanboy essay audio only or video in any particular time and length? Donating children to underprivileged human traffickers. Holy shit.
Give back to the community.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Nice.
Numb, Lincoln Park. I've come so far. This is not even... Guys, you gotta... I have come so far. It is in the air. Come so far. It's way over there. I don't even know what part of fucking numb that is.
What part is that?
Exactly. It's just like, it's completely...
Like, why wouldn't you just do the chorus?
It's strange. I don't know. An evil lesbian choose goose flow on YouTube. Chris is a secret piss drinker. My girlfriend chews my balls like bubblegum. John Strickland. Uncle Ben's converted rice. Merck's 1889. Can't stop, won't stop. Jelk until my helmets pop. First Church of Keith David presents the Piss Drinkers versus the Yoo-Hoo Yahoos, the musical. Second Church of Keith David featuring being better than the First Church of Keith David. Pre-Roz, Blake 896. Logan Paul has been the WWE United States champion for over 90 days and has defended it fucking once. Everybody gay. Fuck your buddy. Gay. Everybody. Fuck your buddy's ass. Fuck your man tonight. Booker T apologizing for calling Hulk Hogan the N-word years later, only for him to reply that he's using it. He's used to hearing it. Lil Dish Rag. Lost my job at Kohl's because they caught me playing with the mannequin's boobs. Alaskan oilfield trash. Texas tater salad. Vince McMahon shitting on JoJo's head while Derek watches with a yoo-hoo. Sue Hulk. Tickle my ass hairs. Nikki Ziggy. 24-year-old cum. Wicket 909. Jackson DuPont. Badly Brave. Hugger Derek. Duck Hunt. The vegan necromancer. Parentheses, I got consent. Aetherian. Brogerian punter. Melphis 1. Angriest crowd enjoying the view from the Dealey Plaza on the 6th floor. And rounding out our list, King of Haphazard.
Woo!
Dude, that was pain. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry, but
right,
you were
whatever.
you were in pain.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
I didn't eat either today, so that's probably it.
Yeah.
All right,
go
guys.
eat
All right,
and
let's
then
get the fuck out of here.
We'll be back soon. Hopefully the
Back
weather won't
up,
piss and shit on us.
fuck your mom. Oh wait, no.
We
Plants down.
should maybe. What's today?
It's Monday,
Today's Tuesday.
so we
I
should
feel
like
like we
not
should
do it.
Well, let's do the extra ammo tomorrow. I don't. Let's end the show. Get the fuck out of here. Go.
Yes,
Get
yes.
out. Leave.
Bye.
Get out. Go.
Plants
Bye.
down.
Leave. Get out of here.
Suck your
Get out of here.
dong.